Today is a Friday, but in my city it rained so heavily, so I couldn't hang out. So I decided to connect with beautiful people out there, my fans out there. Let's talk. Let's talk. And before we talk, let me see if I can add a poll. Let me add a poll. So I'm going to add a poll. How is your Friday? How are you spending the weekend? So how are you spending the weekend? I'm actually spending the weekend with some coffee at home. So let me know how you are spending your weekend. Maybe probably you didn't have rain, just like I have rain in my area, right? I have rain, so I couldn't hang out, but I find myself some small corner to hide. Find myself some small corner, and I just want to meet up with you guys. Let's talk. Let's talk. Is it the first time watching my channel? If it's the first time, I'd like to say welcome and thank you very much. This is Godwin is a channel that does travel, lifestyle, and what have you. So let's do this together. So how are you spending your weekend? Is it chilling, sleeping? Or no plans? Okay, don't know. Maybe in case you don't want to share how you are spending the Friday or the weekend. So let's go. The poll is there for you. How are you spending your weekend? So I'm putting the poll on the screen. Just vote. Let me know. So this is how I'm actually spending the weekend. I have some chilled drink here, coffee here. Coffee in a non-coffee glass here that I'm taking. So leave a poll. How are you spending your weekend? All right. If you want me to sing for you too, you can. As a matter of fact, okay. Cecilia said hi. Hi, Cecilia. Cecilia, how are you doing? How are you spending your weekend? Kindly vote. Kindly vote. The the poll is right on the screen. So how are you spending your weekend? Is it sleeping, chilling, or you don't know? So Cecilia, I've just seen your hi. Vote now. Okay, let me know. Okay, is it chilling? Oh wow, so it's good. Cecilia is chilling out there. I'm also chilling here with some coffee. I'm also chilling here with some coffee. Oliver Salt. Okay, shout out, please. Oliver Salt. Hi, Oliver. Kindly vote in the poll. Let me know how you are spending your weekend. Are you sleeping, chilling, or you don't know? Kindly do. And of course, Oliver, shout out to you. Big shout out to you. You are number one. You've been rated a number one top fan. Great. That's great. That's fantastic. So the poll is on the screen. Okay, I've seen another poll. Okay, chilling. Wow, that's good. It seems everybody's having fun. Everybody's having fun this Friday. It's all good. Okay, okay. Is that what? Seva, I work every weekend morning and I watch YouTube. I am your biggest fan. Thank you very much. You're also a number one fan, Oliver. Oliver, you're a number one fan, and definitely, I actually appreciate how you spend time watching my videos every now and then. I think you are doing a great job for me. Thank you very much for watching, and always keep watching, right? And share my videos too as well. Okay. So now, if you have voted and if you want to chill, and I don't know English. Oh, okay. Oh, Sewa, you don't know English. What language do you speak, Sewa? Let me know the kind of language you speak. Also, 100%, three people, three votes, and 100% say they are chilling. So no one is sleeping. Wow. But unfortunately, I had rainfall in my area, so I'm not chilling now because of the rain. So I have to find myself in some corner somewhere and then relax. If you want me to sing for you, I'll sing for you. Oh, you're from Turkey. Say, wow, okay. Big greetings to the people of Turkey. Yeah, I know Turkey. I've heard of Turkey. Say, well, I've heard of Turkey, yeah. I've heard of Turkey. I'm told it's a very beautiful country. Yes, I know Turkey. Okay, but you live in Netherlands. So do you speak Flemish? You speak Dutch? Sava, you speak Dutch? Oliver Salt. Hi, Oliver. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. So you speak Dutch, right? Oh, okay, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So where are you chilling at home or you are chilling in town? Let me know. Or you are chilling in some corner somewhere. Let me know where you are chilling from. Are you chilling from town or you are chilling at home or maybe you find some small corner? Okay, so now four votes. People, four votes in now. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so you don't speak Dutch too as well. Okay. So now let me see. I've gotten four votes, but I have 16 people watching. So let me know what you're sipping. I'm sipping coffee. What are you sipping? Okay, so now we have five votes. Someone said he's sleeping. Hey, sleeping on a Friday night by this time. I don't know the time zone in your area, but if you are sleeping, sleeping is also good as well. So I have 20% saying they are 20% say they are sleeping. Okay, I mean I'm not going to sleep now because Cecilia, you should do a walkthrough. Dansuman soon. Okay, okay, okay. Cecilia, are you in Dansuman? If you are in Dansuman, then maybe I'll come and look for you. FZY, don't drink coffee, please. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking a different type of coffee. Maybe that one is my own type of coffee. It's just water. It's just water. It's just water and some juice. Okay, it's water and juice. Not real coffee. All right, not real coffee. So FZY. FZY, have you voted yet? Cecilia, no, I'm in the States, but I'll be visiting soon. Okay, that's great, Cecilia. So have you subscribed to my channel anyway? Cecilia, have you subscribed to my channel? If you have subscribed, let me know. You can find my email address in my channel description, and then you can give me a mail from there as well. So let me know. Okay, now we have five votes. So sleeping, chilling. Wow. But I guess if you are sleeping around this time, it's the end of the week, so probably also does make some good sense. But the fact is that we all love Fridays. Who doesn't love Friday? Thank God it's Friday, right? So we all love Friday, and then sometimes we do hate Mondays because Monday you have to wake up. I mean, with all the weekend, the chilling, everything is just at your back, and then you step into town, and then there you go, right? So let me know. Please kindly vote if you have not voted yet. How are you spending your weekend? But for me, I think tomorrow being a Saturday, I'm gonna if you're not in my country, then tomorrow is a Saturday. I don't know where you are, so let me know where you are now. If you don't mind, let me know your country. Let me know the country you are representing now, whether it's a Saturday or it's a Friday. But here is a Friday. Tomorrow will be a Saturday. Saturday I'll have to exercise as well. So the unfortunate thing is that, like I said earlier on, we had rain here, so I couldn't chill like the way I wanted to chill. But I found myself in some corner and I'm sipping some small orange juice that I call coffee. Cecilia, what's your favorite city, town in Ghana? My favorite city and town in Ghana is Koforidua. That's my favorite city. That's my favorite city or town in Ghana. So let me know anyone watching. Let me know where you're watching from. But Cecilia, you can get my email in my channel description, and then send me an email. Then we could connect from there. Yes. So, how are you spending your weekend? If you just joined, let me know. So now, I think Fridays normally nobody wants to miss Fridays. Maybe unless maybe Fridays you don't chill on Friday, or maybe you can also chill on Saturdays as well. But today is exactly, I think, on the 12th of September. It's just the beginning of the middle of the month, so people actually don't want to spend much time. And one interesting thing is that when school just reopened. When school reopened, okay, so it's 6:31 p.m. in your city. Okay, that's what Cecilia is saying. Okay, so Cecilia, is 3:31 p.m. in your city. That's in the United States. It's exactly 10:36 here in Ghana as well, p.m. So that means you guys are ahead of us some hours. But it rained in Ghana, so around Greater Accra, and so people couldn't hang out the most. And, when it rains like that, places do also collect water and all that, so people haven't basically. But yet, there are some people who don't mind, no matter what, they have to chill. They are chilling. Fanatics, just like me here. So we're just chilling on a Friday. Please vote. Let me know what you are chilling with. Yes, we are ahead of the US 4 hours. So if you're watching me from the US, it's 10 o'clock in the evening here in Ghana. So exactly 10 o'clock in the evening, 10:36, getting to 11 o'clock. But it's a Friday, so definitely I hope Ghana, people chill a lot. Right? People love hanging out on Fridays. Some people don't mind. Even on a Friday, on a rainy day, they will still hang out and chill. You see, people want to feel happy. But tomorrow is also there, so it's a Saturday, and a lot more fun to have tomorrow as well. So let me know where you're watching me from. If you just joined me, let me know where you're watching me from, and let me know whether you are sleeping or you are chilling this weekend, or probably you don't know what to do. But I think you should be able to know what you want to do during the weekend. Yeah. So interesting. So let's say you couldn't go out. What are some of the alternatives? What are some of the things that you would like to do? Are you going to stay indoor and listen to some music or watch some television or something? Or maybe you're going to find yourself a drink. Okay, so it's a yes. So the chilling, we see you guys do it a lot. Cecilia, if you don't chill in these times, you're going to, be feeling bored. So you have to chill. Enjoyment is good. You chill, feel happy. You don't necessarily need to, spend that much. Just a little bit of something, and then you are cool. So Ghana, we love chilling. Yes, it's an enjoyment country. So when you come, you're going to enjoy yourself very well. It's all good. It's all good here. But we work hard too. We work hard here too as well. Cecilia said, I agree. Yes, Cecilia. Yes. So, we having fun. Walking around town on Fridays is even interesting. When you hit town on Fridays, you see people, going up and down, driving cars here and there. Showing what they've got. Yeah, life is too short. We need to chill. Life is too short. Life is too short. Just to live it boring. You get some small money on you, at least get some percentage. But don't go and spend all your money. I know people who spend all their money during the weekends and during the weekdays. They are dead broke. No, you don't have to do that. It's in the middle of the month. It's not payday yet. So you have to strategize. You need to strategize. So sometimes some of the strategies that I do is I sometimes buy I buy drinks for the weekend and then keep it in my fridge, so that when I go out, I don't spend that much outside. So before I get out, taking some few things. I'll just go and spend something reasonable. But if you have enough cash, why not go and spend some time? I'm not saying go and blow all your money. I'm not saying go and blow all your money, but actually go and spend some time. Really, those of you who live in the diaspora, who live abroad, are doing big jobs. When you come down, you should enjoy. When you come to Africa, you should enjoy. Come and enjoy yourself in Africa. Come and eat foods like gobe and the rest, banku and tilapia. Omunangwa and all that, wachi and all that. Right. So it feels good. So it's a Friday, and what are you doing? Please kindly take part in the poll. If you just join me, the poll is right on the screen. How are you spending your weekend? I'm actually spending my weekend in one small corner somewhere. Sipping something just to keep myself, cool. What is the weather like in your place? If you don't mind, you can tell me which country you're watching me from and all that. Let me know the weather at your place. Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it raining? And let me know whether people are hanging out. Let me know whether it's also either Friday or Saturday in your country. In my country, it's Friday. And Fridays we say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. So come chill with me. Come chill with me. Let's have some fun. So those of you who have done, I can see 16 people, and the poll is there. Kindly take part in the vote. I've seen 6 people vote now. So far nobody has voted for don't know. That means that everybody has a plan. Either you sleep or you chill. But 83% of my respondents are saying they are chilling. That means that people love to chill. So let me know which country you are watching me from, which country you are chilling from. And probably if you don't mind, you can share whatever you are chilling with me. It could be water, it could be a drink, it could be food, it could be whatever. Let me know which country. Let me know what you are chilling with. And just in case you just joined, the channel is This is Godwin, and I do more of street travels, lifestyle, and many more. Right, so we have 6 votes, but I can see lots of people joining and going and coming. So if you come online, just vote, share with a friend, and tell a friend. So in actual fact, people chill on weekends a lot. That is the point. That is really the point. What people do on weekends is normally to chill, right? So, and like Cecilia said, life is too short. If you don't chill, you are just going to waste your money one day. Enjoy, but also save. It's also good to save. So now let me know where you're chilling, which country you're chilling from, which country you're spending your weekend from. Let me know. Is it because people chill on Fridays because they will not go to work? Or it is just the fact that it is the end of the week and people need to have fun? Right. So let me know where exactly you are watching from, and let me know what you are sipping or what you are actually chilling with. I am chilling with some juice here. Let me know what you are chilling with. And for those of you sleeping too, why are you sleeping in the early hours of the weekend? Maybe you get tired from work. I like to say shout out to all my top fans. Cecilia, you are now number 3 top fan. So shout out to you. Let me say it once again. You have done well for showing much interest in my content as well. and also for voting as well in this poll. The poll is just for us to see what is actually going on around on a Friday and not for any other purpose, right? So if you vote, you share your opinion as to, what you are doing or people do during the weekends. So not something to get bothered that much about, right? So now I can see 6 votes there. So who else is voting again? And let me know where you are joining us from. Let me know where you are joining us from. And let me know why you chill on Fridays. Why you chill on Fridays. And if a song that you want me to sing for you too, you can put that song in the comment section, provided if I can sing. I don't have a very good voice though, so I'm not sure I'll be able to sing. But then I also have some mesh clothes and some items that I sell on my channel as well. So if you are watching, you're going to find those items on the screen. Try and purchase one for yourself and support my channel. There are different types of merchandise that I have on my channel. So look sharp, look smart, and get yourself one. Buy one for a friend, a husband, a wife, or a lover. Let me know where you are watching me from. It's Friday in Africa. So let me know the continent, if you don't mind, your country, and of course your city. Yes. So let me know where you're joining me from. Let's have fun together. And what actually do you want me to talk about on this Friday? If you have anything that you want me to discuss right now, just leave a comment. Let's discuss this. But make sure your comment is air friendly and YouTube friendly, right? So 6 people voted, and we are on. But let me find out why people chill on Fridays. Why do people chill on Fridays? Sometimes I do chill on Saturdays. I enjoy chilling on Saturdays even the most, because Friday sometimes I get tired. Maybe Friday you are tired after work, but majority of the people do chill on Fridays. But I enjoy chilling on Saturdays as well. By that time I've rested enough, I have enough strength to have fun, as compared to mostly chilling on Friday. But then most people chill on Friday. Let me know the days that people chill in your city or in your country the most. In my city and in my country is on Fridays. Even today that it rained in my country, you have people that are going to hang out there and chill till they are born. They are going to have fun. So let me know which city, wherever you are. So Friday is Friday, man. It's time to relax. It's time to, as a matter of fact, convert your meetings into a margarita. And then your deadlines into downtime and have some fun. I'm told there's something called karoshi. Have anyone heard of karoshi? Karoshi. So I don't want to have karoshi, so I want to have fun. That is why I'm here. Having this live video. So what's the psychological power of Fridays? Is it a reward for the week's labor? Is it a reward for the week's labor? You see, when you think about the weekend, actually, it makes you feel good before it even starts. Not so. The moment you just get to know it's Wednesday, Thursday, you just get that good feeling. So I think there's that anticipation and some dopamine release. It makes you feel good before it even starts. So I don't know whether the scientists, what they call dopamine, plays a big part in how we feel motivated and get pleasure when Friday is actually getting close. So Friday is rewarding after hard days. So unless maybe probably where you are, you don't work on Fridays, but you work on your weekend is on Saturdays. So if it's on weekend is also on Saturdays, then you also have to enjoy. So when Saturdays are also coming, there's that nostalgic feeling. When you look forward to fun weekend, your brain even calms you down, and this boost makes you feel happier and more excited. And I can see myself, I'm very excited here. And of course, Fridays also reduces the load. It reduces the load. I realize that I am feeling free and I'm feeling, much relaxed. The end of the week often means a welcome drop in all our tasks. As a vlogger, carrying my camera, walking on the streets, as a marketer, trying to create content for my clients, doing research for my clients. So I think Friday actually reduce a lot. It drops down the tough task and decisions. So we feel at ease. I actually feel at ease right now. And as you can see, like I said, I have a poll on screen. How are you spending your weekend? And I have 17% saying they're sleeping. And then 83% says they are chilling. So just imagine. So that it is important to always take a decision. I believe that I've never had decision fatigue. So when it's getting to the weekend, I make two choices. Either I will chill or I will sleep. There are two things that I do when the weekend is coming closer. Either I chill or I'll prefer to sleep and relax. So I don't have decision fatigue. Right. Once I decide that I want to sleep, I sleep. Do you have decision fatigue too? Sometimes you get into the weekend and you don't know what to do. Maybe I don't have those kind of things. And I also try to finish my projects earlier on Fridays and also ensure that I handle all important issues on time. So with that, I always feel less, stressful and less, overloaded with tasks. So Friday feels so good for me. And I actually take a break from all the stress, the thinking about doing video here. I walk the streets most of the times to do video, and there's a bit of stress. I remember last Wednesday I was walking on the street when there was this tree that just came from somewhere and then hit my face. And I was wearing a spectacle, so because of my spectacle, I was able to, swerve that particular thing. It could have actually, done something small to me. So after all this stress and pressure, I need to enjoy, right? Friday realization feels so good. How are you spending your weekend? Of course, if you're from a country to where you spend your weekend starts on Saturday, Saturday realization also feels so good as well. It's also a social weekend for me, a social weekend contract for me. You see, when it gets to Fridays, the entire society self, everyone is going out. Sometimes you just feel like maybe probably you are just being left out. A lot of people are going. When it gets to the weekend, a lot of people are going out, and sometimes you feel like you are left. Maybe I ever felt that before, being a Friday, and then maybe probably you couldn't go out. If you're just joining me, how are you spending your weekend? The poll is there. Sleeping, chilling. Let me get to know your opinion on that. You see, I'm told the weekend itself, or especially weekends, are work on Monday. How are you going to work and make money? If you don't go to work on Monday, so is Monday the best or the weekend the best? Maybe we also do a poll on that one. Maybe in the next live session. Is But cultural norms, tells us that it is okay for X to relax, right? You see, weekends have been shaped by the society. It has a long history of fun. Okay, many cultures around the world, people enjoy themselves. So allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Let me enjoy myself, guys. Allow me to enjoy myself. And if you haven't voted in the poll yet, please kindly vote in the poll. And also watch my videos as well. I just released some new videos on my channel that is actually moving on. So let's keep talking about weekend and Friday. So now, did you feel relief on weekend? I feel a lot of relief. I have time to sleep and exercise. But sometimes to exercise don't let me sleep a lot because I have to wake up and exercise. Right. But I have actually developed that strategy of not waking up at dawn to go and exercise. No. I'll wake up maybe late around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Because it's weekend, I can exercise around that time. And then I exercise, around. But talking about this, weekends are weekends, right? Societal rhythms impact our stress levels and how we experience free time. True or false? And so, for me, I love the weekend. But I asked a question earlier on: is the weekend better than the weekdays that you have to go and look for money? Because seriously, it is the weekdays that you want to go and look for money. Unless maybe you're a vlogger like me who want to work around the clock. You want to work every now and then, every time around the clock. And so you don't have weekends. But even we also chill, we relax. I enjoy relaxing on weekends. Mostly don't actually work or do content on Saturdays as well. I actually don't do content on Saturdays. So the weekend is the weekend. And I have actually realized the practical benefits of Friday and weekends as well. You see, I get that rejuvenated. I mean, chilling out on Friday does a lot for me. I tend to relax, have a very good. Anyway, sometimes when I even check my pressure on Saturdays or on weekends, I can see my pressure is, standard. But during the weekdays, when you are hot looking for money, it's something else, right? So, I think it's good. So, we're resetting on a Friday, and I'm actually resetting on a Friday. Even though it rained, I couldn't hang out in my favorite joint. Some corner somewhere, and actually resetting my system and my mind, everything. So it's time for downtime. So how are you spending your downtime? Like Cecilia said, life is too short. So to leave it like that. So Cecilia, let's chill. Let's have fun. Downtime is so key for me, it clears my head and makes me feel fresh. So it's more time, it's about having time and enjoying. See, if you rest on the weekend, you are not lazy. I don't see people, if you don't have any work doing and you are resting on the weekend, you are not lazy. Dr. Maya Singh said, and I quote, and he is a wellness expert: true rest on Friday isn't lazy. It's a smart investment in your health and your ability to thrive. Right. So, sometimes when on weekends I can sleep for during the day I can sleep for a very long time and relax. Right. Maybe not necessarily sleeping deep, but be in my bed and then relax. And also, have some evening plans. It also, I think, it's time that it also helps me to link up with new people. Having plans for, Friday, hanging out on weekends, actually also help me to meet new people. Just like meeting up with you, Cecilia. It's nice meeting up with you, Cecilia. Let's connect. Let's connect. Let's keep, that link up. It's a great way to build and keep, ourselves. And that is why I love weekends and I love to, also have some time. Sometimes I do even grab dinner, or maybe sometimes I'll be somewhere enjoying. Somebody will just join me, and then maybe probably we could have a chat over some issue, and then maybe let's grab dinner together. We grab dinner together. Or sometimes to some people I know, or sometimes I do watch some movies as well. But I love to hang out. I'm the hangout type. I love to hang out because I always want to refresh my mind on weekends. So that's how I also build social ties during the weekend, and I feel happy during the weekend. So I think Saturdays boost my social life a lot. I mean, I don't know about you, but boost my social life a lot. And I think when I also relax well during weekends, I'm able to work during the work days. So I don't think the Mondays, the work days are important than the weekend. They are both important. Even though we find money during the working days, right? We find money during the working days. I think both the weekend and the working days are very much important. If you just join me, please, the poll is on the screen. Vote. How are you spending your weekend? Is it sleeping, chilling, or you don't even know what to do? Let me know. So, relaxing on Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes even Sundays, and then working on weekdays. Which one is important? I think both are important for me because if you don't work on weekdays, you're not going to get the money that you spend on or during the weekend. And if you don't relax during the weekend too, you go back to the office or to the workplace tired. So I've also seen some kind of correlation between my productivity when I relax better during the weekend, and then I, as a matter of fact, go to work the next week. So it gives me some kind of active recovery in the next week. It means taking more time off from intense work to help. I mean, my mind and body gets ready for more effort. And I think it makes me feel more, active during the week. So I always try to enjoy during the weekend, and I actually end the weekend too with something enjoyable. And what I do is that I think about my goals on Monday, because on Monday I'm going to do, I mean, serious work. So what I will do is that I gently think about the goals for the Monday, but with little stress. And so when I chill like that, when I go to work on Monday or when I step on the streets to do my content, Charlie, full vim, right? Full vim. But let me show you how I maximize my Friday. I always make sure that I have time to rest as well because chilling too can also make me sometimes makes me tired. So what I do is that I try to also make time to, as a matter of fact, relax. So I make sure that I keep my boundaries, and sometimes I don't know. Do you check your emails during the weekend? Do you check your emails during the weekend? I think that's another FAQ that we can do, or another poll that we can do. I do check, especially when I used to be active in marketing, because as a marketer, as a salesperson, you be getting emails every now and then, right? So I do check my emails, but I don't want to sort of like skip my emails till Monday. Maybe there's some important, a client wants to, close a sale or close a deal. Then you don't sign, you don't check your email. By Monday, he had taken a different decision altogether. So for the nature of my work, I actually don't skip um, checking my emails. But some people call it the shutdown ritual. Some people definitely shut down everything. They'll not even check emails. Don't even check emails. And that actually happened to me when I met this lady. There was this lady that I met some time back. Very nice girl. And during weekends, she was a banker. During weekends, what he does is that she also does a shutdown ritual. She will shut down her WhatsApp, and I can never reach out to her via WhatsApp or by phone. Maybe the whole of Saturday morning, I can never reach out to her. I will just do everything within my means. I will not be able to get to her. So some people have a shutdown ritual. So such a lady, I did not even decide to spend time with her because she has a shutdown ritual. By 10 o'clock in the morning that I'll try WhatsApping her, I can WhatsApp her from that 10 o'clock till the evening, no response. And then the next day she will tell you, when you call her, she will tell you, I decided to shut down my WhatsApp. It's a shutdown ritual. But it's all good. It's all good. But I also have some intentional relaxation techniques that I do. So I do unwind. Reading books. Do I even read books? I prefer to read articles on the internet, and I prefer to go through social media posts on weekends. That is how I do during my weekend when I'm also unwinding as well. So maybe you find me on YouTube and other platforms as well. But for books, I don't read books. I don't really read books. I read articles online. I remember the last time I picked a physical book cover. I mean book cover and hard copy book and then cover copy and read. Oh, meditation. Do I meditate? I don't. Yes, I do meditate sometimes. Just sleep in the bed and relax. Put my radio, everything off, and then I sit back and relax and meditate. I'm not married. I'm single, so sometimes I feel like I'm alone, but I can relax and meditate. I do some gentle exercise, like I jog during the weekend. Every weekend I do about 2 hours of running just to keep myself in shape. If I tell you my age, you will not believe. I do some running during the weekend. Yes, if I meet the right person, if I meet someone who's also ready, definitely I will. If I meet someone who's also ready, I'm definitely going to get married. If I meet someone who's also ready, it's a matter of someone who's also ready. Yeah. So Cecilia, that answers your question. I plan to, but that's when I meet someone who is ready and willing. Right. Okay. So I do. Do I do yoga? I do a bit of yoga, but I'm not a professional yoga person. So I try to do some one or two yoga, and have some other hobbies like cooking. I love cooking. Man, I love cooking. I love cooking. I love cooking. That one I would not hide. I can combine things and cook something. I can just combine ingredients and then cook something straight ahead. I can just combine things and cook. I can cook virtually almost every Ghanaian food that I love. I think I have cooked wache before. Sometimes I cook wache during the weekends. I cook jollof during the weekends. I cook yam, plantain, etc. during the weekends. So cooking is a hobby that I do. So mostly weekends I do cook at home, unless maybe I want to buy wache and maybe one or two food that I have to go and buy from house. Or maybe I feel like eating out, and then maybe probably. But sometimes Saturdays eating out, I'll go in for either some bangkun or tilapia. I mean, that fish is another fish on a different level altogether. Right. So one of my hobbies that I love is cooking. Right. It's cooking. I can prepare rice and stew. I mean, within some few minutes. I love to cook. I'm a man who loves the kitchen. I'm one of those guys who love the kitchen. I mean, if you come to my house, my kitchen is the place that I take much good care of. I enjoy cooking a lot. So you always find my kitchen in order. Even if when I am hungry and I want to eat fast, I can just combine something in 15 minutes. I cook something and I eat. All right, so cooking is just, I mean, a hobby. I just love cooking. Yeah, I love cooking. Sometimes my friends do laugh at me and say, hey, a man too who loves the kitchen like that, yes. But sometimes if there's, no time, then I have to go and buy from outside. Yeah. So it normally switches, especially cooking on weekend, normally switches me from the work mode, switches me from the work mode and or the work mood, and then puts me more of like feel at home, right? So cooking makes me feel at home during weekends. I also listen to music a lot, and I love different varieties of music, from R&B to jazz, reggae, etc. All types of music, man. So I like my music a bit calm. When I was a bit younger, I used to love loud music during the weekend. Maybe sometimes during the weekdays. Now, when you come to, if you want to those days, if you want to know if I am at home during the weekend, the only signal will be my loud sound. You will hear the loud sound playing from my house. But now, as I matured now, I do try to maintain. Not to play very loud music because I have neighbors around me. And if you live in an apartment, in a flat that is close to each other, it's an apartment. So you definitely, when you open the sound louder, you are getting, your sound into people's rooms, people's bedrooms, etc. All right. So, and I also love to walk. I love to walk. People do say I am slim because I walk a lot, but it's not because I just love to walk. Not just because I want to grow slim, I want to be cute or something, but I love to walk. My cuteness, I'm not sure, is from the walking that I walk, but I must say, probably I was born with it. But I love to walk. Maybe I need to, the next time I go for medical checkup, I'll ask my doctor whether the walking is part of the reason why I'm looking cute. See, I used to have this colleague in my office when I used to work formally in the office. And when it gets to the weekend, she is going to write different foods on a piece of paper and ask us to vote which one she should cook at home. So on Fridays, we used to have an office platform. So she's going to put the food on the platform and then ask us to vote for the recipe that she should cook. And she always says that it actually helps her, a lot. It shifts her mind away from the reports that she has to be writing in the office into something creative and fun. So when she does that, then it means that she's preparing for the weekend. So she'll write all kinds of foods, then ask the colleagues in the office, guys, vote over this. So we will also vote over it for her, and then she chooses the one. But I normally vote rice dish for her because I know a lot of people love rice, and it's so the easiest to cook. You put some rice in the rice cooker, and then you are gone. If you are from Ghana, we have this type of sauce in. We normally put it in a container called shito. You can just boil the rice and add some shito to it, and then you are gone. There you are go. So it's just how does this? So it signals her to her that the weekend has begun, and every Friday she does it. Every Friday she does it. We have to vote over this every Friday. So, and I think for me, it sounds a bit also the same for me. But I also cook during the weekends, and it transition. I mean, into a different mood, like relaxed, eating my own food, or maybe relaxed. Within the walls of my house, taking my mind from the pressure of work. Right. So it's a break. It's a break. But I think one thing that I learned from that lady was that every time the Friday comes, she does that particular thing, and it also signals to us that it's the start of the weekend. So normally she normally prompt us, makes us feel. I mean, the colleagues in the office feel that it's getting to the weekend or it's the weekend, right? Sometimes she even does countdown to the weekend. She does a countdown. She put it on the platform. Some people love weekends. And I think when it's on the weekend, you are casually dressed and relaxed. If you are the corporate type, you have to wear coats and suit and tie, and be walking around the office, sitting up, walking to this office, going here, coming back, doing this, doing that. If you are an engineer, you are on your overall. If you are medical personnel, you are also wearing something, right? So I think it takes you off to. It takes me off to from. The work clothes. Because Charlie, when you are home, you wear your shorts or you wear some your t-shirts, or even if it's your own home, you can go bare chested, and then some of your favorite music is playing, right? And then you're just relaxing. It's just wonderful. So it is also time for me to also feel thankful for my accomplishments throughout the week, especially if the week was much more of a, should I say, a fruitful one. It is over time as well for me to also vet my channel. So I have to go to my analytics to check on how far my channel has performed and all that. And then, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good. So it sets a happy tone, right? It sets a happy tone. So I always embrace Friday, the feeling of seeing the weekend start. And I always enjoy R. Kelly's music. Thank God it's Friday. Seeing the Friday start like that, Charlie, I enjoy it. And especially the desire to chill on Fridays and Saturdays. So it's much fun. It's much fun. So Friday relaxation is just not a treat. It's just a vital part of me, and that is how I celebrate a productive week. It also helps me to recover and have new ideas for videos, right? I have new ideas to do my videos, have new ideas to do my work as a marketer. So no, being a marketer, it's not, even now I'm doing it more of like freelance, so I don't put in much pressure. And I have very few clients. But sometimes one client's job the whole week can take you the whole week, right? So it's as if when the weekend comes closer, it's time to have fun and enjoy it. So it helps me, because one thing I have realized, it helps me, in terms of my body and mind, to recover from the week's stress and the week's work activities, etc. Right? So when I see the weekend coming like that, I become very happy. But what if I used to work? I work on weekends before. I think that was when I was working in the university some time back, and I have to actually go to work on Saturdays, go and sit in my office. By that time, I was also enjoying Friday. But I remember there was one time I went into a pub on a Friday night, chill till the next morning, left the pub at 5 o'clock, went back to my office because that time I was the only one in my office. So when I got there, I have toothbrush everything in my office. So when I got there the Saturday morning, I brushed my teeth, washed my face, everything. I have roll on everything in my cabinet there, so I put on some roll on, etc., and some perfume. Of course, I didn't go to have fun with any lady, so there was no cause if I don't even or like maybe slept with someone or something. So if I don't take my bath, when I close and I come home, I can come and take my bath. And of course, I didn't run any marathon, so there was not much sweat. The pub had an AC and all that. So I just brushed my teeth. And then there's this Amelia around who sells some very neat cocoa. Cocoa is a porridge, I mean, from Ghana. So I got some of the porridge and I got some biscuits. I enjoyed the porridge. And then I slept because Saturday's work start at 10. So I locked my office. I locked my office. And then I slept from 6 o'clock to 10. When I woke up, I had some pomade in my cabinet. I put all the pomade around my face. I brushed my hair, and I was looking as fresh as those who were coming from home. So nobody knew I had actually gone to hang out during the Friday night. So when I got into the office too, I did make sure that I look fresh. So when I told them I just arrived from the nightclub in the morning or from the pub in the morning, they were all surprised to see me looking fresh because you went out on Friday to hang out in a pub and then you overnight in the pub, hang out, chill, and then you just walk into the office and looking fresh. So when I told them, they were very much surprised to see me. And I worked from 10 to 4. Saturdays we work from 10 to 4. So I worked from 10 to 4. No, I think we work from 10 to 3 o'clock rather. Suppose, okay, 10, it's 4 hours. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 hours on Saturdays. So I sat behind my PC and then I worked. Somebody who was coming from a pub, right? I was able to work and then achieve whatever I wanted to achieve within the office. And then when we closed, I got home. And from the office to my house, it was very far. So unfortunately, I was not driving. So I was able to take a nap in the bus that I took. I took a nap in the bus. So by the time I got home, it was a Saturday. So now my bed is there waiting for me to sleep. So when I go home, I just took a heavy shower. Hit some food. And when I hit the food, I did justice to the food properly. Some rice, of course. And then paste, took some chilled water, and then straight to bed. And I slept. I slept very, very, very well. I slept very well. And I realized that it's not easy being someone who loves enjoying. At that time, you don't have the total shutdown, whereby Fridays like that, when you even go and have fun, Saturday you sleep the whole of Saturday because Saturday you have a job to do. So if you're working on Saturdays too, it's a different thing. But one good thing I loved about that job was that even though I was working on Saturdays, I report at 10. So even if I hang out on Friday and I wake up Saturday morning around 8 o'clock, I'll be able to get to my office on time. I'll be able to get to my office on time. So it was such a good time that I had. So I embrace Fridays and I love to hang out during the weekend. I always switch to relaxation and enjoyment. And then occasionally I will check my emails because my emails are also important to me. My emails are important. At that time, if I don't check each one of the emails, by Monday, I will have a large number of emails to check. So I have emails coming from left, right, center. So I enjoyed. Yeah, weekend shifts are hard. Weekend shifts are hard, but if you are used to it, Cecilia, weekend shifts are hard. I agree. But if you are used to weekend shift too, I don't think it's supposed to be a problem. And those who run shifts too, sometimes there are certain Saturdays that you'll be on your off day. But mine was not on shifts basis. You have to work. I mean, it was like Saturdays. You're working 6 days a week, but Saturday is 4 hours. It's half day, right? It's half day. But Saturday waking up Saturday morning to work is not a joke. But those who have work on Saturdays or on weekends, they are used to it. They've actually trained themselves. They've built themselves to attune to that particular type of working environment, right? But it's not easy because that mindset of even the fact that the week has ground to a halt and everybody, the majority of the people are relaxing. But then, if you want to make money, you have to go to work on Saturdays. If you want to make money, you have to go to work on Saturdays. But all over the world, there's some sigh of relief that washes over the globe when Friday evening or even Saturday also appears. People tend to have fun. But if it's the nature of your work too, definitely you have to go. But then you also have your off day as well. But some people don't who doesn't even have any off days. I know some people who work Saturdays throughout. They work full time Saturdays as well. But maybe they get some allowances or something for it. But if you don't get, at least you get Sunday to rest. The weekend is very long. The weekend is very long. So, so just to throw in an interesting combo, what is your take on the 50-50 culture with marriages? Yeah, I think the 50-50 culture is something that I actually agree to some extent, Cecilia, because see, one person cannot carry the load. The skill must balance, right? The skill must balance. It is important. But let me know the 50-50. Are you talking about financial 50-50 or house chores 50-50? Cecilia, let me know that one. Are you talking about financial 50-50 or house chores 50-50? Let's say, for example, during the weekend, we need to, do some general cleaning, cook, and then talking about finance. Oh yes, women have to work. Women have to work. I admire women who work a lot. Like I was saying, there are some women who work during the weekend. If you go to the supermarkets, mostly the counter, you're going to find women working. So I think women should work and support, right? Yes, yeah. In the aspect of finance, I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea, but it also depends on the income. If the wife's income is less, then the wife can contribute less based on her income. If the husband's income is less to the husband can if the husband's income is also lower, the wife can also contribute more. I think it's a union. It's a union. It's a union, Cecilia. Marriage is a union. It's a union. So you bring resources together and then you put the resources together and then you come together as husband and wife. But sometimes in certain parts, I've not mentioned any place, but some women or some people, I don't know if you mean the women, some people have that particular cultural belief that it has to be 100% from one side, which I think is not the best. It has to be 50-50. This one brings a bit, the other brings a bit, and then you combine. If there are kids in the marriage, school fees is there. So see, let me tell you something, Cecilia. As a marketer, we have something in marketing called male-dominated and female-dominated purchases, right? Male-dominated and female-dominated purchases, right? So with female-dominated purchases, there are usually things that women request a lot in the house or need the most. Should I say need the most in the house? The male dominated, there are things the man believes the woman needs. So in consumer behavior and then in marketing, we believe that carpet should be bought, furniture should be bought by the man. Carpet should be bought by the man, right? But kitchen appliances, mostly you see the woman buying it. So it differs. But this has to do more with the modern, or should I say the Western type of cultural, stereotypes when it comes to, the husband and the wife, right? So ideally, it's supposed to be 50-50. But in certain cultures, you realize that when you're even going to marry, they will tell you to bring the bride price, right? So you carry things in. The lady doesn't bring anything in. So you are going to marry. So you carry things. They tell you to bring some portfolio, bring some clothes, bring some brazier, bring some panties. In our part of the world, right? So that, I think people look at some of those things and then they tend to think along that lines. But for me, I think it's supposed to be 50-50. Television and those kind of things, the man can buy them. That one sounds more like I said in marketing, it's more of like male dominated, right? But as a woman, maybe probably kitchen appliances, you can go and buy them and come and put them in the kitchen. So, Cecilia, let me ask you, school fees, should they share the school fees? Should they share the children's school fees? Let's say you have 2 kids, or let's say you have 4 kids. Should they share? Should the husband and wife share the the school fees and even the rent? So let me know that, Cecilia. Let me know that. I'm waiting for your reply. So that's how it is. So it's supposed to be 50-50. Even if you take a look at the whole thing of marriage, right? You are merging, right? You are merging. Somebody is bringing something, another person is also bringing something. Even when it comes to sex, it is the male organ, female organ that comes together, have sex, and then pregnancy comes, etc. But for me, if my wife gets pregnant, I think there's certain things I don't have to let her do. Like maybe when the pregnancy has gotten to the stage where she's about to get delivered, I have to be doing the cooking, etc. I would say yes, they can share the school fees because they are both the husband and wife's kids. But rent, I think the man should handle it. So, why do you think the man should handle the rent? Because it's the largest, it happens sometimes to be the largest portion of the family's expenditure, I'm sure. That is why you're saying that. Cecilia, is it because of that? Now we have shifted from the wicked to husband and wife. Let's talk. Let's keep talking. So, Cecilia, let me know why the man should pay the rent. I would say yes, they can share the school fees because they are both the husband and wife's kids. And I think the rent, the man should handle it. The man should handle the rent. Okay, so why not do it this way? One handles school fees, one handles the rent. I think the man. Okay, usually you see the whole issue has to do with the fact that most of the times, men usually have very big jobs that pays very well, right? I think I'm coming from that point. That pays very well, and so it makes sense for the man to. But if your husband doesn't have enough and you have enough, there's nothing wrong with supporting your husband in paying rent or sharing rent with your husband. There's nothing wrong sharing the payment of school fees with your husband. We understand what the great work women are doing there to carry a baby for 9 months. Go through all those. Stress is not easy. We know that. But I think if your husband's income is not big enough, let's take for example, your husband earns $500 a month, right? And you also earn around $400 a month, right? Now the rent for the month is $500. Do you think can your husband pump all the $500 into the rent? So with this, the man can bring 300, right? And then maybe the lady can also bring 200. Or let's say you want to rent an apartment that is lower than your income. So let's say the rent is $300 a month. If the man deduct $300 from $500, how much is left? Isn't it $200? Now, utility bills are there, school fees, job money, money for shopping, and many other expenses that you can think of. So, let's say the rent is 300. Now, the wife earns 300. The husband earns 500. If the wife brings 100 and the husband brings 200, can't it pay the rent? Now, the husband will have 300 left. Save 100 because school fees is not every month. If the children are in, let's say, primary school, I think a term is every 4 months or 3 months or so. So that one, if the man saves 100 of his, you also have to save 50 of yours. All other things being equal. All other things being equal. Cecilia, I hope you are getting my point, or you are still divided over the point. Cecilia, are you divided over the point? Are you divided over the point? You're already divided over the point. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. But if the man is doing like $1,000 and the woman is doing around 300, then it doesn't really make financial sense for the woman to contribute to the payment of rent and maybe probably school fees. The woman can focus her resources on maybe buying food, buying certain basic house supplies, etc. So I think the issue is some women end up not respecting their husbands when they start contributing financially. It takes very few wise women to contribute and still maintain respect. Or really, I think if you love someone, I think you should respect the person, irrespective of the fact that you are sharing resources, right? Irrespective of the fact that you are sharing resources, because if you ask the people who have studied about laws of marriage and all that, they'll tell that it's a union, right? And there cannot be a union where resources cannot be shared. See, I for one wouldn't mind cooking for my wife to eat. But some people see some of those chores as a contribution from the side of the woman, right? Which that is their belief. Everybody in his belief, right? People have their own belief about that. Some women argue that if she is contributing financially, then chores and other things should be divided as well. Look, God created a woman to take care of babies. So if let's say you have given birth fresh, as a man, I'm not knowledgeable about even taking pampers or taking diapers and all that from a baby. Maybe unless you teach me. If you teach me, I can do it. If you teach me, maybe I can do it. I know some men who bath their kids in the morning before they go to work. They bath their children, drive them to school. Yeah, they do it. They do it, Cecilia. It's a fact. They do it. Yeah, they will make sure that they will do those kind of things. And me, I can cook. And now, and even these days, there are appliances. So you don't have to let your wife do everything. Washing machine is there. Even washing machine, let's say those of us living in Ghana, how much does washing machine cost? Washing machine, you can get a washing machine for, let's say, 3,000, 4,000 Ghana cedis. If you can buy a brand new one, we have used ones you can buy. 45 minutes, your clothes are washed. You only need to dry them. So there are equipment, right? Now there are air fryers, there are vacuum cleaners, and so on and so forth, right? So I think days that your wife can do certain things, you can do it. And I think for some of us who have lived on our own, have been single for this while, we've been doing our own thing. So when some of us when we marry, I am not sure we're going to be looking at my wife should be cleaning and be cooking and be doing this and be doing that and be doing every single thing. Right? We can take up some of the things. I wake up, I sweep my compound, I do everything myself. So it's not that I'm going to tell my wife that no, no, no. But there was this incident. The lady got angry. Why? Why the lady got angry? The lady got angry because why is the husband sweeping? Sweeping is not for men. So why is it that she is a woman in the house and I mean she's supposed to sweep and the man have decided to sweep. And when it comes to cooking too, some women doesn't want to take food cooked by men. They believe we don't know how to cook. They believe we don't know how to cook. My own cousin would be like, oh, now I won't allow you to cook. I will cook. I visited her and I wanted to cook. She said, no, 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 no. How can a man cook for her? But if you go to the top restaurants and the hotels, the restaurants in the hotels, the cooks are male, not so. So I think it's a matter of individual differences and a matter of whether or not some people believe that the woman should do everything. No, 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 the woman shouldn't do everything. You need to support each other. So when that comes in, I mean, it makes the relationship very nicer. But some men also think that they have money enough, so he doesn't see why. I mean, the wife should contribute. I mean, she should keep her money. So it makes some of such wives very rich because they are always keeping their money in the bank, right? Some will also go on shopping, I mean, very good shopping. Very good shopping. They could go on shopping, they do very good, but they don't have anything doing with their money, right? But I always believe that it should be a shared responsibility. Cecilia, are you clear with me now? Cecilia, are you clear? Okay, so Cecilia, let me ask this: will you date a broke man? Will you marry? What I mean, a broke man is I'm not talking about a broke man who is like virtually doesn't have nothing, right? A broke man who is like I mean, is virtually zero, from zero to zero, broke. But maybe he's got some small work job that he's doing, but maybe making some small money. Okay, now I've changed the question. Not too broke with nothing, but broke. He's got a job. I mean, he's got something small doing, earning something small. Maybe your salary is 10 times his salary. Will you go in for such a man? He said A. Cecilia says A. Cecilia says A. Oh. Is it A? You won't go in for such a man. Cici, I want to hear you won't go in for such a man. Hey, are you sure? When the man is the baby type, maybe the man too can one day grow at his workplace and become, I mean, richer. How about that one too? Or you want it abinwaha, already cooked. Mm. See, you want it already cooked. That one is not easy. Yes, I would say I will look for ambition and his vision for striving for more. Okay, I think let me clap for you. Wow. So you look at the ambition and vision for striving for more. That's very important. But do you think it's a don't you think it's much of a risky decision? And maybe you go in and children comes in and you are expecting the man one day to make it, and then all of a sudden he's not able to make it after some 5, 6, 7 years. It's very risky. So okay, so how about the guys who that going for broke ladies? Now some men too don't care if you are broke as a lady. He wants to marry you, whether you are broke or not. He just want to marry you. Maybe because of your beauty, your buttocks, your whatever. How about that one too? Is that one also risky? Is that also risky? Okay, let me come to this point. I have seen some rich men marry poor women and have made those poor women rich. And I have seen some rich ladies that also made some poor guys rich by helping them, etc. But life itself is a risk, and taking chances is a risk. So we just hope the risk is worthwhile in the end. Okay, I think that really actually makes a point. So you know that anything can happen. Either the person can improve and become a better husband, right? Even though initially he's broke, but with time he can become someone who will be able to provide even more than what you are providing. So you risk. Hey, okay, but I think anything can happen here. Anything can happen. So I think you are talking of looking at the future of the person, not so. So you have vision. No, so how long? It's important to pay attention as a lady. Oh, okay, okay. So what are some of the things? What are some of the things do you think you can see in a man that has an ambition? What are some of the things that you can see in a man that has an ambition that one day that man will become rich? He become somebody who have money, who have knowledge, who have resources, etc. Because you cannot just see, you're not a soothsayer. You cannot just see a man and say, this man, from the way I see him, he works hard, maybe he has a job and he's serious with that job. Even if he doesn't have a job, he's studying a skill or learning a skill. And I believe you can't just see, can you just see a man, right? Can you just see a man and quickly pay attention, get that detail that, no, this guy, he can make it in the next 4 or 5 years. You are not a soothsayer. So are you going to predict? You are going to forecast? Is it a matter of predicting or forecasting to actually find out that, okay, this man in the next few years to come, he can make it? How do you predict? And I also want to know, so the ladies watching, I want to know whether sometimes you go in just for the attractiveness of the person. Maybe the person attracts you, so you're just going for the attractiveness of the person. I was watching a movie, and there was this lady who told one guy that she has an MBA and she's a corporate executive. So she doesn't need the man's money. It's only the man is attractive. That is why she wants him. So a truly ambitious man constantly turns vision into action, showcasing discipline, resilience, and purpose in everything he does. Oh, really? Okay, so you can see from, but people do change. You see, that people do change. People do change, right? Okay, progress over performance. That's what you're saying. The question you have still not answered my question. What I'm saying is that, are you going in and just seeing the person maybe in a month or two and think this guy is hardworking and he has vision, he's aiming at something? Or there okay, what are some of the parameters that you will use in this case of progress over performance? Uh, so I think sometimes some of the ladies have that eye. I mean, some of the ladies are smart enough. They can see you and they can see some vision in you, and they will be able to forecast and but for me, this one I'll call it prediction. Because some people over time can change. As we were talking about weekend like that, before you realize, when monies begin to come into his pocket, he becomes the Friday man or the weekend man. He wants to go and have fun. And you, maybe the lady, you're not ready to go and have fun with with him, right? But yet I think some ladies are good at, I mean, selecting guys and all that. I once asked one lady, and this is what she told me. He said, she said, for her, she's going to look at your passion. What do you have passion for? And then also look at, he said she can also see the type of person you are from your appearance. So I asked her, is she a psychologist? She said no. She's not a psychologist. So, but she could actually see you and then, I mean, get to know who you are. But some of the ladies are also smart. That is why sometimes some of them can also bounce guys or can also select the right type of guys. Right? They will converse with you, they will ask you questions, they will try to eat deeper into you just to get to know who you are. So I think it's progress over performance. That's exactly so. So now let me ask you this question, Cecilia. If you realize that the person is not progressing, are you going to leave the relationship? And you know the heart, when the heart goes in and the love enters you, maybe sometimes you might forget about his progress. Don't you think you might forget about his progress? See, I don't think you might forget about his progress. Yeah, so it will. So it's more or less like a 50-50 thing, right? Anything can happen. So just like you said, it's a bit risky. But would you say that it's also risky for the guys to? Because I have seen. See, I think there was one musician. Let me bring this point. I think the guy made a lot of money from what he does, right? And then when the guy had an issue and he was taken to prison, the money that the guy gave to the lady, before the guy returned after 5 years, the lady had invested massively. Okay, that broke lady, oh, I wouldn't say not even that broke. The lady was not as rich as the guy, but the money that the guy gave to the lady when he was going in, by the time he returned after 5 years, the lady has built a whole business empire. Right. So I'm a very patient person, but time is of the essence. So Cecilia, talking about time. Talking about time. How many years allowance will you give a woman? We will give a man. Sorry. How many years will you give a man to progress? 5, 10, 15, 20. I want to quantify about it. I want quantifiable data. So 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, etc. How many or how long do you think you can wait to see if a man will progress? Then if the man does not progress, then you quickly withdraw. I said I am a very patient person, but time is of the essence. So how long do you think if you go in for a broke guy and you think the person has ambition, right? And you see some future in the person, you see the person getting somewhere in the next 5 years. How long do you think you can wait? Is it 5, 10, etc.? Because Cecilia said time is of the essence. For me, okay, if I am also broke and I meet a lady, sorry, okay, I have it and I meet a lady who is broke, maybe probably I'll give a time span of 5 years. 5 years is enough for me to see enough progress. So I don't think there is a time frame. So even if after 10 years, hey, you see that after 10 years and the guy is not progressing, 10 years in marriage, oh, aha, now I force you to give an answer. 5 years, 5 years, that's the short term. So after 5 years, then you also have to say bye bye, right? But do you think if the heart has entered is a marriage, it could be marriage or relationship. Okay, if it's a relationship, okay, let's start from relationship. If it's a relationship, are you going to give that 5 year allowance? You're going to give that 5 year allowance that I want to see the person progress. For those of you who just joined, there is a poll on the screen. How are you spending your weekend? Are you sleeping, chilling? I don't know. Please kindly vote. So, Cecilia, in this case, let's start with a relationship. Let's say you met a guy. Okay, let's say let me use this example. You met a guy, and then you realize that actually this guy has some ambition. He can become big. He can grow and even become richer than I am. Even become resourceful than I am. So now let me study him. Right. And then you begin to do your studies. Don't you think even the guy cry within the 5 years, he can pretend to be hardworking? So let's say the third year, the first 3 years, things begin to off fifth year, things begins to come down again. Because I have seen this before. Things can be okay, and then after some time it will go down. Are you going to give another 5 years in addition? Are you going to expand or are you going to prolong the waiting period? Are you going to prolong the waiting period? Mm. So let's say you give extra 5. You give some grace period. uh, or you give some grace period. Or maybe let's say in the fourth year things just went down, and then the gentleman himself walks to you and say, okay, I think it's time for me to go because things are not working. Would you allow him to go? So you want to give a grace period? I guess I have to be like you. I give a grace period. So how many years of grace period will you give? How many years of grace period will you give after the first 5 years? Oh, so I don't have any choice but to allow him to go. Really? Wow, wow. Okay, so let me ask this question: will you sponsor a man? Let's say you realize that the guy has, okay, this one is relationship. The guy has the potential. Mm, he has the potential to grow, but he doesn't have any helping hand. And then he comes to tell you that, oh, I need 10K to start a business. Would you go all out and give the man that 10K. Okay, take 10K. Use it to start a business. Will you do that? And what are some of the things that will be going through your mind that, okay, if I give the guy the 10K and he blows the body, I will lose. Yes, if I have the means to sponsor, yes, I would. Wow. I'm seeing a good girl here. Wow. You see, you are just one of a kind. He said, yes, if I have the means to support, yes, I would. So that you support the guy to grow. Wow. So even if you have to take your savings, to dip into your savings and give to the guy, you're gonna do it. I would even put in my mind that the money must be given back. Hey, wow. Wow, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. So you see it more like you are doing charitable work. Would you see that as a charitable work, or you're going to see it more like I think that leads to broken heart when it doesn't happen. I wouldn't even put in mind that. Okay, so you take it like you are being charitable. You are being charitable. You just feel like, let me give the guy some money to to start up with. I think that leads to broken heart when it doesn't happen. Wow. So you see it like a gesture. You are helping the person. Wow. God will bless you. I think you are such a fantastic lady, because I have spoken to some other people and this is not the mindset. Maybe is it because you live in a culture where that particular type of ideology is much embraced? Is it because you live in such culture? I think you see, you need to take my number as well, so we can chat on WhatsApp. Are you ready? Do you have pen and paper? I hope you know Ghana's code already. So it's okay. So my number is 0244 760 389. 0244 760 389. So we can have a bit more of such conversation. I think you are such an intelligent, very brilliant, person. Because not every woman or not everybody, even some guys wouldn't do that. Said, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you money because you are my partner, and I realize you are a bit down, you are broke, and I'm giving you money to start something to grow your business. But the money I am giving you, I am giving it to you on the grounds that it's going to be on charitable basis. I am not giving it to you for a loan, in terms of a loan for an interest, as in expecting you to do something with the money. But you have to use your head, you have to think twice and manage the money very well. Right? And manage the money very well. Not everybody. But even if you give it to me and tell me you're not giving it to me because of the fact that you're expecting me to do something with it, that will even motivate me to even work well with the money. Because I'll begin to think that, hey, then this lady has seen something great in me. She has seen something extraordinary. That is why she is giving me money to expand myself. Okay? To realize my vision. To realize my vision. So see, let me ask this. If you have $10,000, what percentage of it would you give the guy? Are you going to give all 10,000 to him? You're going to give 3,000, you're going to give 2,000. Or you give it in bits. Let's say you ask him to start from a point. Okay, start from this point. And then from this point, as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you $2,000. When you take the $2,000 and I see progress, then I'm going to support Also, let me know if the person wants to also want to upgrade his skills. Maybe he wants to go to school. Hey, if he's asking for 10, we'll give him the whole 10. Wow. You're not going to break it into bits. Hey, Cecilia, that's nice. Wow. So you're not going to break it into bits. Ah, okay, of course. Okay. So like just you said you just want to give out to the person as some form of charity. Oh, you're not doing bits. Shit, that's the big girl, Cecilia. Wow, that's a big girl, Cecilia. Anyway, that God will bless you for that, because if you give to the person, that one it's duty bound on the person to determine his own destiny. He needs to use his head, eh, and the hand, right, to make something out of it. What if the person wants to go and learn something? Maybe the person wants to go to school. Are you going to pay the fees? You're going to pay the fees. Hey, eh, hey, that exactly. You're going to pay the fees. Wow. So if let's say the person wants to go and study, maybe he wants to go and do a degree or a diploma or anything, you are willing to also pay the fees. Wow. Wow, that's nice. Wow. Wow. Let's say I'll come so that you pay my fees. I want to go and learn. I want to go and learn. That's interesting. So I think, hey, really, no problem. Okay, so I think women like you, God will bless women like you. For a woman to, go into her heart and say, okay, I'm giving you money. You are my man, or you are my husband, etc. But I realize that your income is low. I want to give you money so that you go to school or you expand your business. I'll pay it for you sharply, God willing. Education is very important. Education is very important, right? So education is very important. Uh, so, at least this is something that I think is very important to the society. If you meet a partner and the partner doesn't have, but sometimes some people also, base their assertion on past experience. And just like you said, Cecilia, okay, go explore places. You're enjoying the live stream. Thank you for joining. You also have to vote. There is a poll on the screen. How are you spending your weekend? Are you sleeping, or you are chilling, or you don't know what you are doing? So join the poll. So Cecilia, just like you were saying, you see, for you, you are going to see it as some form of charity, right? But some people actually doesn't see it from that angle. They go in with everything, with all their hearts, everything. So when it happens this way, Cecilia, they have that kind of experience. So they'll say, I will never sponsor a partner either to expand his business or to go to school. You see, because of the past experience. But just like you said, when you give it out as charity, as something like, I'm just helping the person, right? I'm just helping the person. There's no ties to it. So I think I get Cecilia's point. Cecilia will be one of the best people for me. That will be, you'll be so kind a woman. You'll be so kind. And I think, you see, life is about people's orientation, the way people think. That is how I see life. Okay? The way people think. Some people might think differently. There are some people who have, and their partners are struggling. And don't you think when it happens this way, Cecilia, don't you think when it happens this way, if your partner is struggling and he's not getting any help from you, don't you think the affection between you and that particular partner would even come down? Because if I am suffering, I'm always thinking, I'm always thinking, I'm always thinking. Even when it comes to, making love, I wouldn't even be in the good mood because I'm always thinking about money. But if you support such a man, let me tell you, somebody like me, if you support me, I'm just going to go all out and support you back one day. If not financially, it will be in diverse ways. Right. So I think to give and not give with your heart and not give it as if you are giving a loan, you are good to go. Oh, so some men because they are shy. Sometimes some men are shy, and sometimes some men believe that when they ask for it, it's going to lead to something. It's going to lead to maybe some insult, or maybe because not some. I was working somewhere someday, and then I think a guy and their partner was walking, and then the guy was like, "Oh, won't you give me money to buy some of this thing?" And then the lady was like, "You every time are asking for me money to buy something. You are asking me money to buy something. You are lazy." And then the guy was like, "I have never asked this lady anything, oh, but it's a way of telling me he's not going to give me." So that is it. So I think people like you are very well oriented and understand life. You see, you have to understand life. You have to understand life before you can go into a relationship and feel free. If you don't understand life, you go into a relationship, you're going to suffer. Some of the guys will not ask. You see that they won't ask. They won't ask because sometimes some of us, the men, too, also have some kind of mindset that you lower yourself when you ask money from a lady, right? You lower yourself when that's what some people think. Some men think that, oh man, he's a man. Why should she go asking for money from a lady? But all along, he needs it. So it's up to you, the woman, to also be able to find out whether your man is actually struggling or not. Maybe you can see it from the kind of clothing he's wearing. The kind of clothing he's wearing. Maybe all his clothes are faded. They are fading. His clothes are fading. His shoes are getting older. Then you begin to get to understand the fact that maybe he needs some support or something. Or maybe rather the kind of work he's doing, right, is not paying him that much. Right? Then there you need to either tell him, okay, I want to help you. Is it because you want to upgrade? You want to upgrade, do some course, or you want to do business? Because a lot of guys are actually shy. Some too, by virtue of their orientation, they won't go and ask. They believe they have to make the money and give it to the opposite sex, which I think it shouldn't be so. So the fact or the matter here is that it is up to you, the lady, to. So let me ask: can you walk to your man and beginning to find out? Try and interview your man. Walk to your man, and then you are like, oh, so what problem do you have? What is it that you want me to do for you? Not as in just making love, but what is it what kind of help do you think I can offer you so that you can also grow, so that we grow together? Can you do that? Can you just walk to your can you just walk to your man and then maybe tell him this? How are you going to do it? Are you going to do it in bed, or maybe in the dinner? You invite him out for a dinner, and then when you go out for the dinner, when you go out for the dinner, you will then try to use some strategy to ask him about what the things that he's lacking, and what you think you can do for such a man. Or are you going to do written notes? Some people are good, or maybe even these days there's WhatsApp, so you can just send a message. You can actually ask him. You can walk straight. Okay, what if he denies? You see that? What if he denies? He decided to deny the fact that, oh, he doesn't need anything. Meanwhile, he needs it. Some people are that type. This is that's why we are together. Some people will deny. There are some guys, they will tell you, I don't want to lower myself for the girl. Because when the girl or the lady realizes that this is the situation I'm in, I'm broke, it's going to lead to something else. So in this instance, it's going to be a whole new thing. Let me tell you a story. A friend of mine's girlfriend realized that my friend's television was outmoded. As a woman, use your power and get him to accept it. The lady realized my friend's television was outmoded. So the lady one day surprised the guy. The lady intentionally spoiled the television while the guy was not around. And then when the guy came, he was like, put on the TV, let's watch it. The TV is not working. So, then the guy started trying to, hide the fact that, the TV, no, it's not spoiled. Maybe it's just the cord or something that is not. So the lady was there quietly. The next day, the lady came with a brand new TV, fixed the TV. And the guy was angry. Why do you have to buy me this? Meanwhile, the guy wanted the TV, but out of shyness, out of shyness, out of shyness. So just like you're saying, as a woman, use your power and get him to accept the fact that, he needs help. We all need help. I think if it were you, you would also, easily tell the man that you need help. But usually the problem has to do with the guys, some of the guys. Me, I'm not that type. There have been several times I used to tell a lady, oh, Charlie, today they go and spread me. Go and take me out, go and buy me food or, a drink. Usually, ladies that were in my office, sometimes some of them will come. Oh, let's go for lunch. Some of them too, they are expecting you to be buying them the lunch every day. While you're all taking the same salary, you are taking the same salary. You are in the same department taking the same salary. So it differs. It differs, and I think in most cases, if you have a partner and he or she is willing to give, you should be bold enough. But sometimes on the side of the men, and sometimes too, one thing is that you're also afraid that you'll be bounced. You see, you ask and she will tell you, I won't give you. Big man like you, why are you asking me money? So maybe probably some guys are shy. So the guys today, Cecilia is telling us that we shouldn't be shy. We should take it upon ourselves and let's take all the shyness away and then be straight and then tell a woman that you want something. So Cecilia, maybe I have to also tell you that I want something. Will you agree? Will you give me what I want? As a lady, pay attention when you visit him. Especially try not to always go there empty-handed. As you start bringing small each time. Eventually, he will open up and ask if he needs something. Okay, I think that's a good point. Okay, so you will do it small. Hey, Cecilia, Cecilia, you are too much intelligent. Wow. As a lady, pay attention when you visit him, especially. Try not to always go there empty handed. As you start bringing small, each time, eventually he will open up and ask if he needs something. I think this strategy is good. So, tell it to all of you out there who have someone who is actually, maybe your partner is broke and he doesn't have enough, and your friend, he doesn't have some of these certain things, but he is not opening up to tell you. He's not opening up to tell you, right? But you need to find a way of, according to Cecilia, you need to find a way of getting into the guy's mind, into his mind, and then figure out the things that he need. Okay, so let me ask you this question: what if you give him, even though he doesn't have, maybe he needed 5K, you give him the 5K. So let me ask you: do you think a woman needs to give one man 36 chances or 36 men one chance? This is a very philosophical question. Let me ask: do you think a woman needs to give one man 36 chances, or 36 men one chance? Oh, man, 36 chances. You need to give. You need to give man chances. 36 men one chance. Okay, I think it will depend on the situation. If it is something that will basically hurt you, then 36 men one chance. But if it's not something that's going to hurt you, and you think you are doing it for God and country, the 36 chances, one man, 36 chances. Just like you said, if you are giving to the person, you are not giving to the person because you want something in return, but you want to support the person, you want to help the person. Right. So that one is for God and country. That one is for God and country. But I think if the intensity of whatever, I mean, has happened is that intense, and no, that one, at least one chance will do. But I think it will also depend on how you also see giving chances. Somebody will say first time offense. First time he's going to forgive you. Second is going to forgive you. Third time, no. So there's an adage in the Ghanaian language. They say the fool's, I mean, private part, you can't step on it 3 times. Right. So I mean, this also connotes to this. So much so that if you give one man 36 chances, 36 chances is just poetic. Some people will say, I'll give you first chance, second chance, and then the third chance. After third chance, there's no way you can go beyond the third chance. Okay, I opened this channel for, hey, so now you are also trying to interview me, pa. Okay, I opened this channel because I was into marketing, and I felt like marketing hasn't been that good for me. I want to open up. This one I'm opening up. I want to be that good for me, and I am someone that from my childhood I love to record myself. I love to talk. So I initially started with a tutorial channel where I was doing tutorials, teaching small businesses marketing, teaching small businesses business development, sales, etc. But that channel basically was not getting that patronage enough. And to also have a tutorial channel, you need to do a lot of research here and there. So you cannot produce content frequently. And YouTube is very difficult. You need to be producing content. I mean, in numbers to be able to achieve or get a good result. You need to, I mean, produce a lot of content. So that is why I shift from marketing into content, and then I realized that I need to have a second channel that will basically be more of the tourism oriented type, because I realized that a lot of people prefer to watch street videos, watch lifestyle videos, and as well want to see different places, right? So I decided to take the second channel. So this very channel is my second channel. My first channel was a tutorial channel. And I am someone who used to love to teach. So that's why I opened the tutorial channel. And I have taught before. I have taught before. So I opened the tutorial channel so that I can, because I also started some small consulting, and I realized that I was also teaching people. There's this professional programs from UK. I don't know if you heard of them. ICM UK and CIM UK and the rest. So I had some workers, etc., who couldn't come face to face. So I started doing online teaching for a while before I even. So then the skill was there. The skill was just there for me to just, have a channel. But the tutorial channels, it takes time. And now, to speak the truth, I am not on a full-time salary because I left my marketing job. So I needed something that will grow fast to give me income. So that is why I started this very channel. And by the grace of God, the channel is growing at a pace that is very appreciable. But I'm not going to throw my tutorial channel away. I'm going to keep the tutorial channel as well, because I have the passion to, coach people. I have coached certain businesses, and I have a friend who have this freight forwarding company. And I've been doing lots of marketing stuff for him. So sometimes I ask him to watch some of my videos, but it doesn't have that patronage. Sometimes you post a video and you have about 5 people viewing, 3 people viewing. And that's the nature of YouTube. Some type of content takes time to grow. I know someone, it took him 10 years for his tutorial channel to blow up, right? It took 10 solid years for his tutorial channel to blow up. So it's a matter of time and all that. But then, in order to earn something good, I decided that no, I have to have a channel that can, a niche that grows faster. But I won't stop the tutorials. Some people are saying I should stop, but I won't stop the tutorial channel. I'm still going to run a tutorial channel. A tutorial channel is called Fogs Business, FOGS Business, FOGS Business. It doesn't have the views. I think I have about 312 or 11 subscribers so far. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do that. Those 3 people that watch, I'm going to do video for those 3 people that I watch. If I quit, I will deny those 3 people from getting that information. But it gets more views on TikTok. I post the same tutorial, videos on TikTok. And TikTok, sometimes I can get over 100 people viewing, and so on and so forth. So it depends. You see, the reason behind this very channel is to get something that will bring in some income faster, right? So that is the reason. So, Cecilia, are you convinced, or you still want to know more? Cecilia, are you convinced, or you still want to know more? Okay, Miti, let me ask you, what do you do? What do you do in America? I know a lot of Ghanaians that go to America. I know normally goes to do nursing, etc. So, what do you do? Are you a nurse, or you're doing something different in the States? It was a country that I wanted to travel to when I was a kid. I love music from America as well. So what do you do? What do you do there in America? Whilst I wait for your reply, let me continue with my channel. So for now, this is a message retracted. For now, I think I want to even add a third channel. Hey, an IT auditor. Hey, then you're a big woman. IT auditor. Wow, you're a very big woman. Wow, wow, wow. I work with a lot of IT people when I was working in a private university. But I was teaching professional programs there, so I wasn't teaching IT. I was teaching professional programs there. And I work with a lot of IT people. They are some of the finest people to hang around with. I actually love computers too as well. I've been using the internet since I think for over 20 years now. I love I mean everything IT, but I'm not an IT person. At the point I wanted to go and do IT security, but the institution that I wanted to do it, they were asked not to admit students from this country because of some one or two accreditation issues. So I decided not to do. But IT is a nice area. I mean, it is one of the fast growing I mean sectors. But I love my marketing too as well. I love my marketing as well. If I tell you my age, you don't believe. So I won't tell you. I am over 40 years. So, I'm over 40 years. I'm over 40 years, and I look very cute. I normally say it in my video. Okay, I'm 50 years. Yeah, marketing is a great career, but when you don't fall on the line in certain industries, it will take you some time for you to, I mean, get out there. Those who find themselves, I hear you. You made you feel business. I hear you. So when you find yourself in the big multinationals, you are able to easily grow. Marketing is very lucrative, especially when you find yourself in the big multinationals. But if you have to struggle your way through, and I think luck also counts. Luck counts a lot. Some people are lucky. They can even start with a smaller corporation and then grow and move. Yeah, but for now, I want to be doing this. The interest is there, and I also did some broadcasting training. So I've done some broadcasting training. So it also comes down to doing content as well. So you can see I speak with ease, right? So I've done some broadcasting training. So I think easy. So let's do business if you want to do business with me. Let's do business if you want to do business. Ghana is booming. Ghana is really booming. And in case you want to ship things down to, you don't have a problem. I have a freight forwarder friend who is going to do it for you. I have a broadcasting voice. Oh, really? That's what people say. People say I have a broadcasting voice. A lot of people say it. A lot of people say it. I remember the person who trained me at the institute where I went to was always praising me for my voice. Yeah, so I think I am doing what I was actually yearning to do when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I used to record myself. Yes, I used to record myself. I will just those time it was cassettes. I'll just put the cassettes in the tape and I'll record myself and play it back. So We actually, I'm actually someone who have multiple skills. Yeah, I have multiple skills. We probably, I will need some links or some other people to support so that I can also grow up my diverse skills. But I think everything on this earth has its time. Okay, I've seen some people who have done finance, who have done engineering, etc., and then they have branched into a different issue. But keep up the great work with your channel. Road to 100K soon. Thank you for that. I hope I will definitely hit 100K. Hope I'm gonna hit because anything can happen. So I've seen channels from 100 boom to 1,000, boom to 10, boom to 20,000, 50,000, and so on and so forth in just a matter of, few years. So YouTube and content creation, anything can just happen. Anything can just happen. You can just your channel can just become big out of the blue, and people are earning good money. People are making good money. I am not sure as an IT auditor, you know of any IT person who is monthly making $20,000 a month. There are vloggers that are making $20,000 every month and more. Some are even making more than $20,000. Right, so it's a lucrative sector, but it is difficult. Vlogging is difficult. It's not for the weak-hearted. There are times you feel like you don't even have to post at all, especially for my tutorial channel. Sometimes you post a video, 24 hours, zero, zero views. And then, but for the traveling channel, the moment I post, I remember my first video I posted on my traveling channel. Within, an hour, I've gotten 100 views. But I deleted that video because it was shaking. It was a very shaking video because the camera I was using was not a very good camera. So the video was shaking here and there, shaking. So I think for content, if you are serious with it and if you have time, and I think it was designed for people who have patience. If you don't have patience, you can't grow in content creation. You can't grow in content creation because from running a tutorial channel to running, a travel and a street vlog, I have gotten to realize that all you need is patience. Don't rush, your channel. All you need is patience. Like you have to be consistent. Do you also have a channel yourself, Cecilia? Do you have a channel yourself? Or you don't have? So consistency is the issue. You have to be consistent. And now, the good thing is that you don't want to stress yourself, man. You don't want to stress yourself. You don't want to stress yourself. It is something that requires a lot of consistent and then being disciplined. But it has also taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot of things in life. How to be serious because it's a serious game. It's a serious business. It has taught me to, as a matter of fact, be serious with everything that I do. So YouTube would discipline and you know one thing, if you slack in posting and your content is not getting views, the watch hours that you have accumulated over the year, they will deduct as and when a year elapses. So you'll be subject to deductions. You'll be subject to deductions. You'll be subject to deductions. Right? You're subject to deductions. You're subject to deductions. And if you don't take care, you're going to lose all your your 4,000 watch hours. You're going to lose all. So you see how it is. So it is something that and if you see anyone doing content, especially doing travel, then that person is serious in life because it comes with some seriousnity. You have to be outgoing. At times, you wake up, you pick your equipment, and you feel like, oh, me cry, I don't have to go. But then you go, and then you don't know when your next video will do well. So by the time you realize your next video is actually doing very well. I'm even looking at starting a cooking channel. What do you think of that, Cecilia? I'm looking at starting a cooking channel as well, where I will share my passion for cooking. I will share my passion for cooking. Uh, that one I'll just get some ceramic cooker, and then I'll just do my cooking. Just get a ceramic cooker, and then probably get some few stuffs, and then I'll be cooking. So what food is your favorite? I'm talking of African food, and then later you tell me about continental. So that maybe probably when I start that channel, I will cook your favorite food on that channel just to honor you. I'll cook, or you want to keep it down low. Those type of channels get lots of views. Yes, of course, yeah, of course. Cooking channels get lots of views. Get lots of views. So I will cook, but the thing is, I prefer to cook simple food, like I said earlier on. So maybe I'll be cooking my anguamo with some salad, some jollof with some salad, some ampesi, and all that. But I can cook banku too. The only food I cannot cook is kinky. I can't cook kinky. Yes, it's only the only food I cannot cook is kinky. Hey, oh, okay. So you eat gobe, banku, okra stew, rice balls, and peanut soup. The list is many. Hey, then you have taste for very good food. You don't eat fufu. Oh yeah, I can cook for you when you come down. That one, no problem. I can cook for you when you come down. I will cook. I will cook some gobe for you. Oh, okay. True fancy. You like fancy fancy. You have a true fancy. Wow. So I'll cook fancy fancy for you. Okay, yeah. I'll do that for you. Hey. And I know fancy people too. You have taste. Yeah, I mean you have very good taste. So I can cook to taste for you. You don't have to cook for me when I come down low. I'm a true fancy. So yeah, I know. Then chicho. Okay, I can do rice balls. Yeah, that is the omutu. I can do it. I can do it. I can do the okra stew as well. Manku and okra stew. I can do it. I can do it. But you don't like wache too. I can cook wache too for you. I can cook wache as well. I'm a good cook. I can cook wache. I mean in a very I mean fast but within an hour wache will be ready because I'll use two different stoves to cook. Maybe you try it. I even know how to do shito. I even know how to do shito. Oh, don't you know wache? Wache, I can cook wache. Prepare. I mean, some salad with it. Oh, it's your heartbeat. Wow. You love wache, and I cook wache. I cook wache. I'm very good in cooking wache. I'm very good in cooking wache. So, When you come, I will cook wache for you. No problem. I will prepare the best of wache. But do you know how to cook wache yourself? Do you know how to cook wache yourself? I know. Okay, so far I've never heard of. Okay, I love wache. Thanks, boss. You don't know how to cook wache. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, so Cecilia, I mean, I think we've had extensive chat. Do you have anything to say before I? Do you have anything to say? Cecilia, do you have anything to say? Let me. So I think if you don't have anything to say, we can chat later. Can chat later. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm gonna work very hard. I'm gonna work very hard. I'm gonna work very hard. Yeah. So you have my number. You can have a chat with me. We can chat as well. Okay. So I hope yes have a blessed evening too as well. I'll be expecting a WhatsApp chat from you. Anyway, so thank you very much. Bye bye.